It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Madden. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Finding open areas. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The give. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And the Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. That's caught, it's Dell. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Open space at the 25. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Lets it go to the end zone. Pulls it in. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Trying to surge it in. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Looking for a crease to the left. Running into the open space. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. He's got 59 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They'll run it to the right side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The short hands, it's more. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Canes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Here's the pressure. He's got it on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Give to the running back. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Off the play fake. Going for it all. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Dell.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there in the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Here comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Gilbert. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the back. Passes takes him still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Madden.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. They're working that left side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Might be changing the route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Try to get it to the edge. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Looking left. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They go to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Finds his man. It's Madden. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Touchdown, Miami! They take the lead with the 6. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Dell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Kennedy. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Had to get rid of it quickly.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Madden. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Gilbert. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Back to pass on second down. Working that left side now. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him.
Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Dell. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Kennedy. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback moving. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
And as he throws, misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive from the 42. Defense looks like they're coming. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. second and a long way to go. Looking for a gap. It's Madden. Gets it past the marker. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Canes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll turning it on. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Snagged in the middle. It's down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. That's caught, it's down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And the Canes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll go to the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.